As you can see here, we got the big back strap, we got the neck, we got the other giblets along here, we got the liver, which I'm probably not gonna use the liver today, but I'm gonna show you how to make really fresh, homemade scratch turkey stock. That's gonna be outstanding and a really good complement to making really good turkey gravy. I'm not gonna teach you how to make the turkey gravy today because I'm not making it today. I'm gonna make that tomorrow when I have my turkey drippings, and to be honest, I'm not gonna be filming on Thanksgiving, I'll be with my family. But this scratch turkey stock, it's gonna be pretty incredible. I'm pretty excited to show you how to do it. It's been years since I've made it this way too, so I'm extra excited. Back cooking in the Coast Guard, we'd be deployed for a lot of holidays, Thanksgiving being one, obviously. Hold on, actually, so I'll walk you through what this is. So these are our giblets. This is our back strap, which is nice and fun to have. If you're spatchcocking your turkey, you'll have one of these. If not, you won't, obviously. We've got our neck, we've got our other little organs and stuff. We're not actually gonna use the liver. We've got our onion, our celery, and our carrot for, well, I'm probably gonna use like half this carrot. This is a giant carrot. But this is gonna be for our mirepoix. Basically, semi-equal-ish parts, depending what flavors you like more. I usually like to do a little more onion. In this case, it'll be semi-equal-ish portions. I'm gonna add in a good amount of fresh garlic because I love garlic, being an Italian American. For our fresh herbs, I showed this in another video previously. Rosemary from my garden, I'm super proud of. It's still a gigantic bush, even though it's like, I think it was like 28 degrees out this morning, super cold. We've got some fresh parsley. I'm gonna use a good handful or so of this. We've got a bay leaf or two we'll add into our mix. We've got some whole black peppercorns. These things are really, really packed with flavor. We're gonna use some salt and pepper as well to season up our giblets when we first throw them in the pan, along with some olive oil and butter, because what's better than butter for a Thanksgiving meal? I've got a big pot heating up on medium-high heat right now, which we're gonna throw our turkey giblets in after we hit it with a little olive oil. So while that's heating up, we're gonna chop up our veggies. So we've got our pot nice and hot. We're gonna add some olive oil to it. I wish I had a cleaver, because then I could cut this back strap up. It can be kind of a pain in the ass in here. But it kind of is what it is. Throw some pepper too. It's not too big of a deal that the back strap doesn't actually fit in this pot, because we're going to be filling this pot with water anyways, and it's going to be boiling down the liquid. So once it starts cooking down a little bit, it'll fit a little better in here, and we'll be fine. It's not that big of a deal. So now that we got some turkey fat in here, we're going to take these out, put them aside, and throw in our veggies. We'll throw these back in a minute. Now we're gonna cut everything up, and it doesn't have to be pretty at all, because we're gonna strain everything out afterwards to make this turkey stock. So we're just gonna cut it up real rough. We're still gonna cut the little tips off because they're a little dried out. It's gonna be really tasty. I'm really excited for this. Now you can, I guess technically you could leave the skin on the onion, but I wouldn't. So real quick here. All right, now we're gonna throw all this into our hot pot. All right, that nice hot pot there. Turn down the heat a little. Hit it with a little salt and pepper. Now we're going to continue prepping everything else. See if my fire alarm doesn't go off too. So back in the Coast Guard, right? We're deployed for all this time. Typically, you know, I'd be deployed maybe 9 months out of the year or something like that. 6 month spans. Import for 2 or 3 months or something like that. But a lot of times we'd be out for the holidays, obviously, right? So that lovely job would fall on us cooks, obviously. But it's fun, you know? Like, I would say, honestly, being the cook on a holiday was way more fun than being the one getting served on the holiday, because I didn't have as much time to like miss being home as much or something like that maybe. But more importantly, I had the big role to make a really nice holiday meal for my crew, which is really special. It's like I think we always thought of it as a big honor, to be honest, because it is. You're trying to make these people who are deployed out at sea for however long miss their family. They're not so happy. They're spending time with one another on this nice holiday instead of their family. Obviously, they're in the middle ocean or wherever. So, it's just like it's like a big responsibility, but a fun responsibility to be the one making that holiday meal, because try to make it as special as you can, Try to cheer up people's day and make the holiday that much better. So we had some really fun times underway. I'm pretty sure I spent every Thanksgiving and Christmas underway. Yeah, I think so. I think all my 4 years. No, you know what? There was one Thanksgiving I think we had in port, but I still helped out with the meal on the ship. But besides that, it was fun, Like we'd make a big meal, we'd all hang out afterwards. Sometimes the cooks would get some time off on one of the days, like they would have these I forget what they call them, morale dinners. So it'd be like, for instance, the engineering department or something. Oh, you know what? I'm going to throw this garlic clove in real quick. Throw our garlic cloves in. We're going to mix everything up. I'll show you how it looks in here. It smells amazing. It's smelling really good in here because we got all this turkey grease cooking these veggies a little bit. We're going to prep our herbs. And for our rosemary, honestly, we're just going to throw it in like this in the pot once we fill it up with water. For the parsley, I might cut it up just a little. Not much though. Just like this. That's perfectly fine for what we're doing with this. So now we've got our herb preps. I'm going to throw back the giblets or giblets, whatever we want to call them, into the pot along with some water. And the black peppercorns and the bay leaf will go in as well. Oh, that's right, I forgot butter. I'm going to throw in butter now, actually. We're going to throw all this butter in, all the buttery goodness. It's not too much butter for the amount we're making, so we should be all right. I'm going to throw the giblets back in as well, along with this fucking gigantic backstrap that, I don't know, maybe I'll give it a shot. Maybe I'll try to chop it up real quick if I don't ruin my knife in the process. All right, I got a really crappy knife here that I'm going to attempt. I don't know if this is going to work. Oh, okay. I kind of knew that piece might come off. That's a big win, though. The rest of this, though, I don't think this thing has a chance in hell doing it, but we'll try it. 1, 2. Ooh, I got through a little. Let's see. This might be able to do it, guys. For a crappy knife, it's working pretty good. All right, we're about halfway through. Try from this angle. Oh, it's broken. There we go. Let's fucking go. Ooh, all right. There we go, guys. Look at that. I couldn't have done it without you. I know you're supporting me from behind there. If you're supporting me enough and you like this, give this video a like and subscribe to my channel as well. All right, these are going in the pot. All right, in goes the back strap. And if you're not spatchcocking the turkey, obviously you won't have the back strap, which is fine. You can do it with just the giblets or giblets. I'm gonna have to choose one way to say it or the other. I think I'm going with giblets. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with giblets. All right, now we got everything in. I'll show you what it looks like in a second. We're gonna add a good amount of water to this, probably fill up about 3/4 of this pot or so with water. Then we're gonna add in our bay leaves, our peppercorn, and that should do it. I think for this amount of food, we're gonna do 2 bay leaves to really get the flavor going. So if you're a big fan of making your own soup, as you might know, all the instructions always say, hey, don't forget to take out the bay leaves. For this instance, it doesn't matter, we're straining everything out, but I've definitely forgotten the bay leaf in a number of things, whether it be stews or soups. It happens. Happens to the best of us and the worst of us. Probably more to the worst of us, but such is life, right? Now, I don't know why I didn't bring this pot over to my sink and fill it up. I guess I'm giving you the dramatic effect. All right, now I think this does the trick. We're gonna turn the heat up to medium heat to try to get it boiling. We're gonna add in some peppercorn. And a good amount. And we're gonna add in a couple bay leaves if we can get them out. These little containers, Trader Joe's, do better. These things are too hard to get these bay leaves out of. All right, we're gonna throw in like a few scrapped bay leaves, I guess, to equal about 2. Probably one more chunk. All right, now we're good. Now we're gonna give it a little stir and we're gonna set it for about an hour or so. We really want this water to absorb all of these great flavors in here. And then we're gonna strain it out, and then there we go. As easy as that, we're gonna have turkey stock, but make sure you wait till the end so I can show you how to strain this out. I can't believe I almost forgot to add in my fresh herbs. There goes the parsley, and of course we got our nice fresh rosemary from the garden. If you don't have fresh rosemary from your garden, you're missing out. You're a loser. No, I'm just kidding. Totally kidding. This is literally the only thing left in my garden. Otherwise, it's a complete wasteland. So I'm just lucky enough to have some of this. All right. Now we're going to set it for an hour. So it's been boiling for just an hour now, and my house smells phenomenal. The water is now nice and murky, which is perfect. It means the water absorbed all these delicious flavors. Now for the next part. This is an easy way that I like to do it. I got a pot with a handle, and I got one of these little strainers that fits right on it. Makes it really easy. We're gonna take out the really big turkey parts and set them aside. And what will be remaining is gonna be our turkey stock. Just be careful when you do this. Obviously it's super hot. You could use a cheesecloth instead of this method. Kind of whatever works best for you. This is our discard. Now, instead of pouring like this into these little containers, we're gonna use a little tool to make it a little easier. So we're gonna just use our ladle and we're gonna ladle it all into here. You can freeze this stuff for a few months, no problem. Make sure you label these, especially if you're freezing them, not using them right away. Sometimes I like using this painter's tape because it's just a little easier than those little labels sometimes, especially my big Italian sausage fingers. So we're gonna put the date on there and turkey stock. This is a beautiful site right here. Got 3.5 containers of fresh turkey stock. It smells delicious.